Good morning and welcome to the beginning of Holy Week. Today it's Palm Sunday and usually there'd be donkeys and there'd be palm branches being waved and there'd be processions across the land, in fact the world, and people would be shouting and cheering hosannas, singing praises to Jesus very, very publicly. This year it looks very different. But we mustn't forget that actually this season of Holy Week and Easter is still happening. The good news of Jesus is still relevant, if not more so, today. The story of Palm Sunday is quite a long reading, but it's worth having a look at. And it's amazing really to see how Jesus enters that city of Jerusalem. People there have been in very difficult times, very, very stressful times. And they've been waiting for a saviour, literally. They've been waiting for a king that will change the regime. And they think that Jesus is that earthly king. Unfortunately, we know that he wasn't to be an earthly king in the way that they saw. But it really got me thinking about how quickly we change our opinions of people and how we treat people. In that entrance into Jerusalem, riding on a donkey, significant in itself. Usually kings would ride on stallions, or nowadays in carriages made of gold, or in very, very fancy Rolls Royces, heavily securited. But Jesus rode on a very low-class donkey. But to shouts and cheers and chants, people lined the streets in a massive parade. People put down cloth so the donkey's hooves didn't get sore. People grabbed branches from the local trees, which happened to be palms, because of where Jerusalem is, and they waved them in great procession. Imagine, for example, a favourite football team coming home with the cup. Imagine that scene of streets full of people cheering them on. I have to use my imagination being a Spurs fan. Or think about if the Queen actually came to visit your town. I can remember going back to the Olympic Games when the Olympic flame travelled around the country, and I was really blessed to have someone I knew chosen to carry that torch and to watch Lucy carrying it through the towns. It was a beautiful sight. People did line up and did cheer. And it reminds me of what it must have been like that Palm Sunday. So how can people go from being so excited, so supportive and so amazingly excited and cheery to suddenly want somebody to die? Over these next few days, we'll explore in a little bit more detail what happened to turn Jesus from hero to criminal.
You call me out upon the waters, the great unknown, where my feet fail, and there I'll find you in the mystery, in oceans deep, my faith will stand, and I will call upon your name, and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace, for I am yours, and you are grace abounds in deepest waters. Your sovereign hand will be my guide. While feet may fail and fears surround me, you never failed, and you won't start now. And I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace, for I am yours, you are mine. You are mine. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you may call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you may call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. And I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When the oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace, for I am yours, and you are mine. And I will call upon your name, keep my eyes above the